Hey guys, it's Davey here, and it's currently day 102. Hopefully, you guys are doing good, and I do hope you guys are doing better than yesterday. But what I want to talk about today is, are you bored at work? And I got a quick story for you guys. One I made up, obviously, and I'm going to use the person Kid as the main character. Kid says, this month I'm going to start my online business full of enthusiasm, full of drive, full of hunger, right? I'm going to work 10 hours a day. Screw Netflix, I have a purpose now. I'm not going to watch any more Netflix. Don't invite me out clubbing because, I want to earn 10K in the next 3 months. You don't understand me, normies, right? I'm going to be that guy. I'm gonna be that guy in the yacht, in the jet, in the next year. I'm gonna be that top G. As we watch Kid, he stays persistent, working early mornings and into the nights. We feel like maybe he is going to stick through his words. Maybe he is going to be that top 1%. We watch as he keeps up with his word for the first week and then the next month, working harder than anyone around him, calling off all the weekend activities like he said he was, going to stay committed and root out all the distractions. But then comes the second month. Something happened to Kid. Kid hits the third month, seeing no results for the effort he put in. Then Kid decides to take a little break as he felt a little bit tired on that specific Friday morning. He slows down in his work ethics and finds himself browsing YouTube looking for answers. Tapping into podcasts, motivation, self help. One after the other, Kid slowly falls back into his old habits, not knowingly and probably unconsciously. He probably try to find answers to kind of help him understand why he feels as he does. But as the day goes past, followed by weeks, followed by a month, Kid slowly finds himself back at square one. Fear starts crawling in. Doubt and uncertainty about his life, about his purpose, starts inundating him. He surrounds himself in this negativity because he realized now that, okay, maybe I shouldn't have took that break. Because now not only have I lost momentum, but I have lost my self-image. So then comes the 6 months of Kid's journey. He not only finds himself back at square one, but he's now also convinced that perhaps this life, this entrepreneur life, isn't truly for him. Kid then goes on to search for something average, something he had resented before, but he has no choice. Now, does this sound familiar to you guys? Perhaps this is one of you right now. Perhaps you're going through this right now. Perhaps you are Kid at the end of the 6 month journey, feeling discouraged, lost, looking for different options, but yet don't want to swallow that pill knowing that entrepreneur is not for you because you failed. But how about I tell you that this is not the end of your journey, but this is only a hiccup. And perhaps the way you started, the way you lay your foundation wasn't truly correct or could have been more wise, that perhaps would have prolonged the journey for you to see that success that would have pushed the boulder over, that would have made you see the finish line or an idea of where that will lead to. Let's be honest, haven't we all tried to sprint the marathon, convinced that we have the agility to do better than anyone, to get ahead of everyone? If gassing ourselves out at the start of the marathon isn't wise to do in reality, then why do you think working 10 hours a day at the start of your business venture is a good idea when you haven't even worked 1 hour a day in your life? Matter of fact, in this entrepreneur space, because it is so much different, but yet not really different. But because we are working in this uncertainty, that 1 hour may feel daunting, may feel like an entire lifetime, because that truly can be if we have no guidance. So why do we think it's possible to do this sprint when we haven't even yet walked the marathon? How do you think you can bench 100 kilos when you haven't even benched 10? Our ego gets in the way. This is why, guys, we always think we can handle things when truly we haven't had the experience or the weight under our belt to simply do it. We need to take time. Because if we can form a routine that will sustain our momentum, then we are destined to fail. We are destined to fail because it is very rare for someone to keep sprinting if they don't even see the finish line. Not only that, but you would also eventually wear yourself out. So I strongly recommend that you stop treating the fast lane as a sprint. Yes, it is a 5 year journey. It may be shorter. It definitely will be shorter than the normalized 40-year journey, a retirement plan, 401k, etc. It will definitely be more successful, more rewarding than that. But we just have to stop treating this as a sprint. We have to stop rushing it, thinking we have to be ahead of everyone at the start, at the get-go, because that's not the truth. The mindset has to change. The mindset simply just has to transition. Stop thinking about cutting the shortcut. Think long run, not short term. Many of us feel discouraged when we aren't rewarded for all our efforts we put into it. Do less than you are capable of doing, and do that till the motivation leaves you. Let me say that again. Do less than you're capable of doing until that motivation leaves you. Do a little bit more every now and then if you would like, because your goal is to add more, to fill up your time, to feel more comfortable in the foundation so you can add to it. But you cannot add to a foundation that's held onto by feelings. And that's what it is, guys. When we start our journey, it is all based on feeling. The motivation, the eagerness, that's all feeling. We feel like we can do this. But motivation never sticks. There will be days when we feel demotivated. There will be days when we feel like we don't want to show up. And there will be days, many days, where you want to give in to temptation and simply you don't want to read that book. You simply just don't want to read it. Feelings will never last. It is our dedication to create something that's going to make this journey work, that's going to make us see the results of our effort. So we're going to feel great for a very long time in the beginning. And we're going to use that feeling to fuel our ego to push forward in this journey with 110%. But that not may be the wisest way to work. Because when our fuse dries out, so will our work ethic. And when you stop working hard enough, when you start giving into temptations, giving into distractions, like kid, thinking maybe taking a break now and then will be okay. No, knowing that break is the beginning of your downfall. Now, knowing that break is the beginning of when you kill your momentum. And when you kill your momentum, because you took a 1 week break, doesn't mean you lost 1 week of progress, but you literally have undone month of good work. Because just to transition back from that momentum and get back to your peak will take a few weeks, maybe a month. And not just saying that, the chances of you pulling yourself back out of that rut, out of that demotivated area of your life, is going to require some freaking motivation. And most likely you won't have that motivation because you have surrounded yourself in the negativity by repenting for being on this break, by wishing that you had not done this. And this is going to destroy your self-image. And many of us will do this because we simply lack the experience. We lack the wisdom to know the how to in such situations. So when you see people, when you see great entrepreneurs working 10 to 12 hours a day, pushing through adversity and all that, sure, they may be special. They may be special in the sense that they had laid a strong foundation and that they know that it's wise to keep on pushing when you don't even feel like it. And sure, Many people may have this in the first try, in the first attempt of creating something for them. But many of them also has a strong as why, has a strong urgency that maybe you and I simply don't have. So the safest way, right, the fail-proof way to really approach this journey of creating something, of building something for yourself that is away from the norm, where you know people will attack you from all corners, even your family will discourage you. The safest way is simply starting off small, right? Starting off small, doing less than you're capable of for a period of time until that feeling goes away. Until that feeling goes away, so you actually have a real touch of what this truly is, what it truly means to work when you don't feel like it. And when you're comfortable doing that, then add a little bit of spice on top of that. But if you're going to give it all you can at the beginning, and if you don't see any results, and most likely you won't, right? You simply won't see much results if it's the first time you get into business. You simply won't. And if that's the case, you get discouraged and you're destined for failure. So plan a routine, have a routine strategized, having little small positive habits you want to start implementing into your day-to-day life that you know you can do. Maybe less than an hour, maybe it requires 10 minutes. There's something consistent that you can do every single day that won't jeopardize your health and any other factor that may contribute to you backing out on your journey. Anything that can sustain momentum, do that today. Start today. Simply as just picking up a book, simply as just downloading a software for your business. Do something today to start the momentum going. But when that goes, keep it up, keep it afloat, and never let momentum die. Because momentum in business, in life, is everything. It simply is everything if you want to see success, big, drastic success in the long run. But this is all I got to say for today, guys. I do hope you guys had a wonderful day, and I do hope you guys found this valuable anyway. But if not, like always, I'll be here for you guys tomorrow. So, see you guys then. Good night.